Hello, welcome to my third stream. Today we are doing more homework. This is the 6th page, I believe, of my project. Let me count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the 6th page out of 10 that I'm doing. And I'll just start by spreading some red in the background, just like I do for all the other ones. Hi B! How am I doing today? I'm pretty sleepy. It's my mom's birthday after this, and that's pretty exciting. We're gonna eat raclette. It's like a French dish that's just melted cheese, and that's really exciting to me. How are you doing? That sounds fun. Yeah, I hope it will be. I like birthdays though, so it probably will be fun. Hi. Hi, Bean. How are you watching this right now? I thought you were helping your friend move. Oh, hello! You finally caught my stream. I'm so excited. First time chat. I'm gonna figure out how to bus back. I don't have headphones, so I can't listen, but I'll see you later. Okay. See you soon. Hehe, yes, I made it. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just working on the 6th page of this project. In this part of the book, one of the main characters gets shot with a gun in the leg, and so he's dancing with the black rabbit of death, and that's the scene that I'm drawing. Kind of spooky for Halloween, you know. How is your day out? Okie spooky. My VTuber is so cool. I'm so cool. That's so nice. Holy heck. I need to learn how to accept compliments live. This is... thank you. Hi, Delpha Day. Del. I was like, for a second, I forgot what Sai calls you. How's it going? The whole gang is here. I'm doing good. I'm pretty sleepy and awkward, but that'll pass soon, I'm sure. Your weekend's been nice, super chill. Hope everyone had a great week. I hope everyone had a great week too. You're doing okay. Gonna watch stream while getting your costume ready to go to a haunted house. That is so fun. What costume are you making? Oh no, you got stung by a bee. That's so funny. Me when B got stung by a bee. 9%. That's nothing. You're gonna be a generic witch. You almost bought a Bob Ross costume though. Bob Ross would be iconic, but I support witches. I'm a witch lover. He got distracted by his stream and went for a swim. Cute. The bot that I'm using has like a cooldown that like I'm not allowed to change for some reason. It's like 5 seconds, so if sometimes it doesn't work, just try again in a little bit. 2% feral. We're not doing too hot today, guys. I think the sleepy vibes are winning. You had a good hunt. Oh, that sounds like a lovely time, hey? Cute, yeah. I'm glad you guys like these commands. I had so much fun setting them up. I think I added a hype one and a raid message, which wasn't there last time. Hype crab rangoons. What is that? Am I like uncultured about crab rangoons? Is it food? Crab rangoons. They're amazing. I'm guessing it's crab based. I need to research this after. I gotta try them. What kind of cuisine is that? Do you guys know? Chinese restaurants and buffets. Cream cheese and crab inside some dough. That sounds so good. I love seafood and shellfish and stuff. So I'm surprised I didn't know what that was. The dough is fried. Fried. That actually sounds so good. I'm getting hungry now. Crispy outside. I guess the cream cheese would make the inside all soft. Oh my god, I'm actually getting hungry. Heck. Oh, that would be a cute command. Like, exclamation point crompt. How crunchy are you? 94%! You're winning by a long shot. The feral queen of the evening. Fellow pack mates. Ah! Reading that made me so happy. Yay! Pack mates. Okay, for this piece, I'm just like thinking about how I'm gonna outline this rabbit. I love Packmate, so cute. Yeah, it's so cute. Okay, because in this one, I outlined him with red. Like just the red watercolor. But then in this one, I outlined him in black and red. So I was trying to figure out if like when they're injured they should be outlined in black to like call back to the black rabbit of death, which is like a really recurring symbol in the books, or if I should make it white like this one, white and red. What do you guys think? Fellow pack mates. Oh my god, I can say pack mates instead of chat. You're writing a book. It's about a girl that gets bit by a werewolf and has to cope with her body changing, and it's an allegory for chronic illness. That sounds really, really cool. I would love to read that. I think werewolves are so powerful as like metaphors for change in any way, or like transitions in your life, and it's like a really fascinating theme to me, so I'm really excited to read that. That's a really cool idea. Completely agree. Your feral percentage messed with your Wi-Fi. Yeah, you gotta tone it down a little bit. It's a balancing act. You vote black because it's darker. Okay. Bean, you're like a decent amount of feral today. That's a pretty good percentage. You're like half and half. Like, that's like manageable. Like, you can still go about your day, you know? Okay, pack mates, we're feeling the black outline. Dally, you also vote black outline. Okay. Awesome. I was just trying to like figure that out because I haven't done any red outline except for that one drawing, but I think it makes the most sense for the theme of this one. I also have like 4 more after this to do before the inside of the book is done, so I have time to do the red outline again. Okay, I'm gonna mix the red with like this darker orangey, what would it be called? Not like sienna, I don't know. This orangey color. Did you pick this book or was it assigned? I picked it. So I'm in 4th year, and in 4th year you basically have like free reign to do whatever you want as your final project, and it's all self-led, and the professors are there to guide you or help you with any questions you have, or give you critiques, but like it's fully up to you how much work you do and like what themes you want to work with. It is awesome. I really enjoy it. I'm enjoying it so far. I have one project to do this semester and another one next semester. And I'm thinking next semester of doing a comic book, like a short comic book, maybe 20 pages or so. Yeah. I really work the best with this type of like framework or like way of organizing a class. Like when it's fully self-led, I like do so much more work than when it's assigned. A comic would be so fun. You've always wanted to do one. Me too. I've had like a lot of ideas, but never enough like time or dedication to actually complete anything. So hopefully the school like organization makes me actually complete a project like that. Comics are so much work though. It would have to be like a really small scope idea. I tend to like put way too much work on my plate and like imagine like a fantastical world with like new creatures and stuff, and like I really wouldn't have time for that. But I drew a thing yesterday. It was like a little hobbit house looking thing. I don't know if everyone saw it, but I posted it on Sai's Discord. And I really liked that character that's like on the roof, and I started thinking of like, what if I made a little comic about her and like followed her life in the woods as a witch, and like she has to make friends with the nature spirits of the area or something like that. That's my running idea right now. I honestly miss deadlines for art projects. For some reason they help me stay motivated. It's very true. I think like the fact that you can just like, I don't know, it's like the fact that you don't have to do it. It's like, if art isn't your job, it really gets put at the bottom of your to-do list, and having a deadline helps with that because it makes it more important. You love that? Hell yeah. I thought it sounded fun. You love the little house. Oh, thank you. I really don't draw buildings often. I was really proud of that one. I kind of felt like I've been drawing creatures and humans for like a few months and nothing else. Like maybe I should challenge myself to actually draw a building or something. So I know there's like a lot of light reflection on here, but I don't know if you can tell. I think you can. Like the orange makes the red look a lot darker when in contrast with this like cooler toned red. I'm gonna add the same color to the eyes of the black rabbit because in the book the black rabbit has these like dark red eyes and it scares them. I wanted the black rabbit to have kind of like an otherworldly look, so I gave him these like long eyes and a long snoot. I really like the symbology of this in this book. Like there's so many like myths and little cultural elements that the rabbits have. Like it is so fascinating to me. I think that's like my favorite thing in books, when they have such a deep like lore, like Lord of the Rings or Dune or stuff like that. I love that stuff. Thinking maybe splattering some more of this dark red to make it look more gory. Oh, that was effective. Though I feel like most of those ended up like where I'm gonna color the rabbit in black. Like his hands are reaching out here. I think it will be fine. B, have you thought about what you would write a comic about? You said you always wanted to do one. I'm curious. I feel like such an info dump enabler sometimes, but I really love, not that info dumping is bad, like I love when people just like talk to me about their worlds or their project ideas or their characters. Like it's the best thing ever. I feel like the word enabler kind of made it seem negative. I don't mean it in a negative way. this part of the book is really scary because Hazel is like the rabbit that gets shot in the leg, and he is the leader of the main character, like the troop of rabbits. Oh, your PC is acting stinky, so you switched. Welcome back. You have this idea called Letters from Santa, where Santa gets kidnapped by the Pumpkin King, and he sends letters out to the kids who believe in him most to come save him. That's so cute. That's a really seasonal story. I feel like you could make some money during a couple months of the year for kids' books. I think I was explaining this part of the book more, but yeah, so in the rabbit language, they add the suffix "ra" to the end of a rabbit's name when they become like their leader. So the whole book, there's like this group of maybe 7 rabbits that run away from their warren to find a better home because of a mysterious omen about bad things coming. And Hazel was kind of an outcast at the last warren. He lived on the outskirts and didn't have any significant role, but throughout the story he slowly becomes the rabbit that everyone looks to for like what to do next or support, or like he's the rabbit that leads them through this big world. And so right when they start calling him Hazel Ra, he gets too cocky and brings his like group of rabbits to a farm to try to save these female rabbits that the farm people have in a cage. And the farmers see all these rabbits and decide to like hunt them, and they run after them, and the rabbits are hiding in this ditch, and Hazel decides to run out to distract them while everyone else runs away, and of course he gets shot. And they all think he's dead, so they go back home and they're like, holy shit, what do we do now? We don't have a leader anymore, and we're just out here. And like as a reader, you don't know if Hazel's alive or not, and it's pretty dark. Poor babies. Yeah. So he hides in this like this pipe, like drain pipe or something, at the foot of this ditch, and he's bleeding out everywhere, and the farmers can't find him, and he just is stuck in this pipe like alone. This is a really dark story. Sorry if anyone here is like squeamish about that stuff. But yeah, poor Hazel. Yeah. What's the name of the book? It's called Watership Down. I have it here. One of the main rabbits is like a clairvoyant, or like a spirit traveler. Like he like goes to the afterlife and like sees where Hazel is stuck between life and death, and like realizes that he's still alive, and like tries to go find him. Not to spoil the whole book for you guys if you actually want to read it, but maybe I won't say more than that. But yeah, so he sees that Hazel is in the drain pipe hole, and he says, "The bloody hole, the bloody hole." That's what is gonna be written here. And then this is the like mythical creature of the black rabbit of death, that calls a rabbit's name, and the rabbit can't say no when his name is called. That's like the myth. kind of thinking of making the corners darker with that same orangey red. Vignette style. I tried to put a little filter on my camera to make it brighter and to match the outline or the UI more. Yeah, it is nice, but I think it looks a lot more like neon than it does in real life because of this filter. I'm not mad at it though, it looks cool. Yeah, I was just fucking around with the camera settings. Unsure. Last time I streamed, my partner Bean was like, "You're sniffling too much. You need to stop sniffling." And it made me realize that I have a sniffling tic. So I apologize if it's annoying you guys. If not, please pretend I didn't say that so you don't start noticing it all of a sudden. You never noticed? Okay, that makes me feel better. I like rewatched it and I think it was just because I was like extra paying attention to it. But I was like, oh goodness, that's like really, really bad, isn't it? Pretend you never heard it. Hell yeah, thank you. No, I can count on you, Oat. Yeah, that color on stream looks so cool. It's like, to describe it in person, or maybe I can like switch the filter for a second. Yeah, can you see that difference? It looks more like earthy. I'll put it back on because it's fun. Or wait. Super sniffly too. Yeah, we like talked about this a bit, I guess. Sniffle Club. I think that was cute. It's also so wild to see an online pal's voice for the first time. Your voice is so soft. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I've gone through that before. Just like, or also seeing their face. Like, I feel like when I'm talking to someone online, I have like such a vision of like what they would sound like or look like, and it's weird to see that like distortion. Do I sound like what you thought I would sound like? Is the question. Or did you not think about it before? I totally do. Cute. I guess it's almost time to line. I'm just gonna check if it's still wet. I feel like waiting for paint to dry on stream is like the worst part. You like chatting while we wait. It is cute. By the way, I'm gonna shuffle in my seat a bit and my chair is very creaky, so bear with me. I got this chair on Facebook Marketplace and the guy that sold it to me like ran it down to my car and like took my money and left, and I didn't get the chance to really inspect it that much. So it's not the best chair. It's like those classic gaming chairs, except it's old as heck and the like fake leather's peeling a little bit and it's creaky. So rude. I know, right? I don't know, people on Facebook Marketplace are so hit or miss. Like sometimes they're like the nicest little angels of all time, and sometimes they're like sneaky little foxes. You have another vague idea for a comic where little fairy mermaids live in water fountains and have to take care of the wishes that come in on the coins. That is so cute. I love that idea so much. I feel like you would be really good at making kids' books, B. You should look into that. That's such a magic little idea. You should. You really should. I feel like kids' books as a career is kind of like frowned upon sometimes, but it's really fun, and I feel like it gives you more freedom sometimes than adult books, because I don't know, adults are kind of boring. I'm a kid at heart. The kids need it too. Yeah. I think my favorite like age group to make art for is like 10 to 14 years old, because you can kind of get into some darker topics, but you can still make it as imaginative and fun as you want. And that kind of suits my style, I think. You still love children's books. I do too. Bean and I collect them whenever we can. I just love art, you know? Children's books have like such cool art. A lot of my profs right now are children's books illustrators, and yeah, it like totally changed my perspective on that industry. I guess I was kind of like thinking I was better than that before. I had it in my head that like I was gonna only make things for adults, because that's like being a real artist or whatever. But it's really not, you know? I lost my train of thought because my camera had an error message, but it looks like it's fine now. Yeah. Okay, is it dry yet? Dry enough? Can start putting some ink on here. I think we're good. Sometimes you want to make art for yourself, sometimes you want to make art for your inner child. I think that's why like that age group I was talking about interests me so much, because it kind of mixes both together. Okay, let's see. I'll keep my cap on so you guys can look at my funny little guys. Little guys, yeah! I made these stickers. It's like a sticker sheet of, I call them little amoebas. I really like them. I think I might need to get a paper to scribble on if this pen gets a little dry. I also drew a lot with this pen last night, so I might need to refill it at some point. We'll see. Love them little guys. Drawing little guys is one of life's greatest joys, I believe. I feel like in this book they refer to themselves as rabbits a lot, but I always imagine them more as hares because of how wild they are. I think it's set in the British countryside though, and I've never been there, so I don't know what kind of animals are more likely to be roaming around the woods. But like where I live, bunnies are always like released pets that overtook an area, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's why he has like lanky legs. I'm gonna do the middle of the bullet wound in black just to add like more depth to it. Oh, that's still wet. I guess you guys can see it's still wet in the camera because it's glossy, but I cannot see that in real life. Okay, we'll wait a little longer for that one. I'm gonna bring out the other piece I did just so I have a reference of how I did the line art. Do we want a tour of the past ones while I do that? I was trying to see if I did hatching lines on the past one, and I did. So I'm gonna use that to shade in this one too. You can see the hatching here too. These are so good. Thank you! I hope so. I want them to be in my portfolio, so they better be good. The little buggies. Oh my god, I know. What was I saying about drawing little guys just now? Check these babies out. You said you watched the last VOD, but this one was the one I was drawing last time. And there's bugs because the bunnies like bring bugs to this bird to feed him so that he stays their friend and does things for him for them. So that's why there's bugs on that one. Your style is so cool. Thank you. Talking about style is interesting. I feel like I could go on a little tangent about this, but the whole time at school there was like such a emphasis on finding your style within like the student base, but then all the profs were like, don't find your style, like just draw stuff, and I didn't really understand that, but it really is just like your style is just the way you draw naturally, you know. But then there's another element to it of like you have to like simplify the shapes you're seeing, and like create like a visual library that you rely on to refer to different shapes, and that's part of it too. So it's not just like not trying to have a style, it's also like planning. It's like an accent. We all have one even if we don't recognize it. Yeah, exactly. It's like an accent, but then to bring it to professional level, you have to like kind of like create, I don't know how to make this similar to the accent metaphor, but I think the accent works. Like it's like the way your hand moves plus like a selection of like symbols that you bring back again and again into your art. Did that make any sense? It's like a really abstract thing to describe. I wave this thing around too much and it dries out. I always have to concentrate to draw the eye. It's like the place people look the most, so it has to be perfect, you know? I've been thinking about what I want to do on stream. I think that while I'm in school, I should like for the rest of the semester really focus on this project. Oh, Bean is coming back. If you hear noises in the background, say hi. Yeah, but I want to do mostly my homework on stream for the rest of the semester because I'm falling behind a little bit. And then during winter break, maybe we can play some video games together or work on more Twitch assets, because I don't have those like loading screens and I would really like to get one. Sounds nice to have. We can make that together. But yeah, I hope you guys actually enjoy watching me do my homework. It'll be mostly drawing. What kind of games were you thinking? I really want to do the Fields of Mystria update live. That would be fun. My break is on December 2nd to January 1st, so we'll be playing like 15 days after the update releases. But that was my first idea. And then I was also thinking maybe Baldur's Gate could be interesting. Yeah, those were the big two. But I'm also open to ideas. If any of you want to see something in specific, and you love Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is like the best game ever of all time, in my personal opinion. It'd be really fun to do a run with the wolf pack, because I feel like I did my first run alone and I was completely obsessed for like a whole month. I like did not stop playing for a whole month, and every time I want to pick the game back up, it's like I feel like I already experienced everything. And I think it'd be more fun to go through the whole thing again, like with people watching and interacting with me, making decisions together and stuff. You love co-working streams too. Yeah. I'm glad. I think like after I graduate next year, I'll be doing more of a mix of both, but like school takes so much of my life. I don't have that much wiggle room to play video games right now, unfortunately. So yeah, maybe we can start a Baldur's Gate run or something for like Christmas time, and then yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts. Oh, I forgot about this, but I also really like Cult of the Lamb, and I saw that you can like have your subscribers be different like followers in your cult, and I thought that would be fun. You did your first co-working stream today. It was so nice. But I think you're smart to do your homework. It lets you do two things at once. Yeah, I think that's like the only way I could stream right now was to do it this way, because I literally I'm just doing homework like all the time. I do not have time to like do anything else at the moment, unfortunately. Your style reminds me of Cult of the Lamb, TBH. That is a huge compliment. The art of that game is so pretty. And the soundtrack, I couldn't get over it. Like when I first played that game, I just like was screaming over how good all the little sound effects and voices and stuff are. We can join your culties. Hee. Yeah. It sounds so cute. I don't know exactly how to do that or what that exactly entails, but I think I can figure it out, and it sounds really fun. Just put on your costume. That's sick as heck. I need to figure out, I think I have a class on Halloween. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go in costume or not. But I was gonna go as a vampire. I know that's like an old classic, but my friend has a vampire party on the 3rd of November, so I thought I'd just wear the same costume twice because I can't afford 2 costumes. They're expensive. You can try and help too with the Cult of the Lamb stuff. That would be really lovely. I really appreciate everyone's help with me like starting streaming. Very much, very, very much. The classics are the best. I can agree with that. Like vampires and werewolves, come on. They're too good. You can't replace them. I was thinking of doing like that like slick back wet hair look and then doing like big smoky eyes and big eyeliner and black lipstick and those like clip-in teeth. And then this like ruffly like red silk shirt. I don't know what to do for pants yet. I need to like go to the thrift store perhaps. But yeah, that's my idea so far. Vampires and werewolves are so cool. I love everything and anything that has vampires and werewolves involved. One of my dream costumes is Pinhead from Hellraiser, but like 1, I'm too lazy, and 2, I don't want to go to parties anymore. I understand. I don't even like do anything at the parties. I just kind of hang out and talk to people and most of the time leave early. I don't like the feeling of being too drunk or doing anything that alters my am I allowed to talk about drugs on here? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But I really like dancing to electronic music, so I don't need to be on anything to do that. Anyways, the Pinhead costume sounds really cool. I feel like that'd be fun to do because it's mostly makeup. But you'd need some way to like make the pins not stabby. We're starting on the black rabbit. Dancing is so fun. Love me the goth clubs. Hell yeah. I think I used to live in a different city that had a lot of like drag raves, and that was a really fun time. But where I live now, the scene is like mostly dominated by like indie music and country music, and that's not fully my thing. And there's like only one club in the city that's like kind of queer coded and has more fun music that I enjoy, and it's a little disappointing, and I don't go often anymore for that reason. But I think my favorite type of dance event is the like outdoor raves that happen like at the beach or in the forest. I just have so much fun at those types of events. I just like love being outside and dancing and listening to music that makes my ribcage go all crazy. That sounded kind of nonsensical. By that I meant like when you feel like the bass like inside your chest. there are a lot of goth raves where you live? That sounds like a really good time. That would be a fun thing to do for Halloween too. I really like when I'm filling in spaces in black to leave a little bit of that texture. Oh, I think my pen is empty. Let's check. No, that's still full. Why wasn't it working then? I think like maybe the paper's still a bit damp and it's getting in the way of the nib. Yes and no. There's a place that usually only plays goth stuff, but last time I went, they were like super elitist and icky, so we don't go anymore. That sucks. That sucks a lot. That's like the opposite of goth culture. Boo. Again, if you hear noises in the background, that's Bean walking around and eating snacks. What did you eat? Pumpkin seeds? Yeah, cool. I saw some lesbian goth nights too, but I haven't felt super IRL social. I understand that. I get this feeling every time I like am about to go out to party or dance or something, or a concert, where I like seconds before I need to start getting ready, I just get super tired and like really demoralized, and I really have to work through that to like actually do anything. But then once I'm there, I have fun. It's a hit or miss. Not much of a club person, but once in a great while I go to a LGBTQ plus club with my friend and it's really fun. Honestly, I feel like for clubs especially, and as a femme person, it's like so much more fun if it's a LGBT space, because like I've never felt more like a prey animal than when I went to a straight club. That scene is really messed up, in my opinion. I do like this one, the one LGBT club in Vancouver. It has like a lot of furry community and it makes me feel safe. There's like a hair on here. Buns. Do you like my buns? Kind of doxing myself, but I'm in LA, so there's plenty of queer spaces, but lately a lot of straight men have started to colonize them. That sucks. Down with straight men. I'm joking. Not all men, blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess I kind of doxed myself 2 seconds ago too, but that's fine. It's not like it's that secret on my Instagram or anything. And it's a big city. I might need to change that when / if I have more followers in the future though. Me when I see him. For real. Sometimes, like, because I go to art school and I'm like so surrounded by queer communities, I like forget what they're like, and then I see them like existing outside and it's kind of a shock to my system. Like, how can someone exist like that? I feel like now the pen is dead. Let's check. No, it's still not. I think the nib is just like freaking out maybe about this paper texture, even though it hasn't done that before. There we go. Okay. Art school is what really exposed me and helped me learn about the queer community, and then realize years later that I was actually bi. Yeah, I think there's like maybe like 2 straight men at my school, which is kind of like funny statistically. It's really cool though to be surrounded by... Oh shoot, I just realized there's like a big black splotch right here. When did that happen? You guys didn't tell me. Okay, I'm gonna need to put water on that, see if I can make it disappear a little, and then work with it. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get paper towel. You guys didn't see it either? That's like crazy. It just appeared out of thin air. Let's see if I can salvage this. little better. Maybe if I add more red on top, it'll be unnoticeable. I was going to add some like barbed wire like type of motif around here, so it should cover that. It's like nothing happened, sort of. Slay. Slay. I'm glad we could salvage that. I didn't think that would work that well, honestly. That'll teach me to like test if my pen is full, like on top of my art. I'm not called feral for nothing. Hype, I did it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. Woo. Truly feral. Wait, I didn't do the feral thing. Hold on. Let's see how feral I truly am. 8%! That is a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Come on, Moobot. Moobot is like anti-feral nation today. Gave us all such low numbers. Except for... Wait, who was it? Was it Oat and Bean? Who got that 98%? You stole all the feral energy. That must be why. It's like when a teacher or a prof is like, I can't give you 100%. That would be too crazy. Or if they gave everyone a good grade, they have to give a few people a bad grade to even it out. I have a funny, slightly feral story from the week. I went to a pumpkin patch. It's been raining a lot recently, so the pumpkin patch was super muddy. We had to I felt like I was walking through quicksand. Like my feet were just sinking into the mud so fast. You couldn't stay in one spot for too long, otherwise you'd be stuck there forever. But we got some pumpkins and brought them home, and I had to take a shower and clean the pumpkins, so I decided to just shower with the pumpkins to clean them. Yeah, just picture me in the shower with a bunch of muddy pumpkins, scrubbing them. Again, feral, right? 8%, come on. Come on. Is your PNG tuber like an OC of yours? Kind of more like, maybe more like a persona, like if I was a deer wolf is kind of what I tried to draw. Like I gave her the same piercings as me. I drew my clothes, and usually have braids in. So there's not too much lore there. I was thinking of making a few different kinds. Watch your DM, but I am a deer wolf. You're so right. You're so right. You've seen it, it's true. Watch your DM knows me in person, so you better believe him. You love the concept of a deer wolf. Do they have paws or hooves? That's a good question. I almost was thinking that, like, you know how like some furries have like these hand paws? So they have like a regular paw with like a paw thumb. I was thinking she has like those as hands and then hooves as her feet. Also, I totally didn't come up with the concept on my own. I feel like it's a pretty common animal combination, but I just feel like they look so fairy-like, mystical, so I wanted to draw one. Also, giving you a proper hi, watch your DM. Thanks for coming. We're just working on my homework. It's a page from Watership Down, where the main character is dancing with the Black Rabbit of Death. Also, what should I call you? Watch your DM or another alias or your actual name? Yeah, sure to watch your DM. Gabriel. Okay. Works for me. I didn't want to use your name without your consent is all. How was your day, Gabriel? Whatever I call you in my head. Guess I call you Gabriel in my head. Hi, Sai. How are you? Honestly, my back hurts, but we just played Cairn, so that was fun. What is Cairn? I'm curious. I love the bunnies. Thank you. They're kind of grim today, but it fits the Halloween theme. Petition to call everyone Stinkies. You know what? I'm game. Full of grubs and eeps. That's really cute. Reminded me of Puppy Cat. It's a role-playing game. What's it about? I'm immediately intrigued. Stinkies. My little stinkies. When you see that puppy cat emoji, do you imagine it making a sound? I either think it makes like a popping noise or it's going Sniffs for stink percentage. Okay, I need to add exclamation point stink. Stinky little pack mates. Oh, I just made something fall off my desk. That's okay. It's basically like super easy D&D. It's just normal fantasy stuff. Alyssa played as a prowler and I played an outrider. I don't know what either of those things are. I feel like people think I play D&D a lot, and I've only played once, and I also love Baldur's Gate, and that's all of my exposure to D&D, to be honest. But that does sound fun. Yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds fun. It sounds good. I feel like having an easier version of D&D would be helpful to start learning how to play. I feel like I definitely learned a lot through Baldur's Gate, but it doesn't cover all the possible topics for sure. There's like a lot more to it outside. A stinky Packmates D&D session. That would be so cute. I want to write this down somewhere. Okay, what was the other thing? I need to add exclamation mark stinky. Oh, I also want to add like, what if you can do like exclamation mark sniff and then add someone and see what they smell like? Crunch. Sniff. At. You've been playing a lot of simple D&D like games. Oh, how did I not think of that? Duh. That should have been the first one on the list, to be honest. Okay, we got stinky, crunch, sniff at, and howl. Excellent brainstorming session, friends. Nice. Okay, so for the border of this one, you want to make a wolf sona? I highly encourage everyone here to make a wolf sona. Am I brainstorming emotes? I don't know if you watch a lot of streams, Gabriel, but there's commands that you can put in chat. So if you do exclamation mark and then a word, an automatic message will come. So for example, I'll post one right now. I added hunt. They have a 5-second cooldown, so if you want to use one, you need to wait a little bit before. So I press hunt and it brings up an automatic message, and you can do it too if you want. There's a list of them in my about section if you scroll down from my stream. Okay, howl could be a hype command. Wait, that's such a good idea. I'm gonna write it in brackets. Hype command. Question mark. You have a dash on Sona? That is so cute. I need to see this, please. If you guys also want to be deer wolves, feel free to use that idea. Snack hunter, yeah. Wait, you should try it, Gabriel. If you write exclamation mark hunt, see what you catch or what happens on your adventure. We'll send in Discord. I'm so excited to see. Gotta go now. Hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you. I hope you have a good time, a good Halloween party. I hope everyone compliments your epic costume. I'm sure it's very cool. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I love that it said that you got a small snack right after you said snack hunter. That was pretty perfect. Actual snack hunter. Exactly. You felt it. You're like in tune with the powers that be. Okay, so the border is going to be some barbed wire, because in this part of the book that I'm drawing, they enter the human area a little bit more than the rest of the book, and I want to portray that in some way. And it's also dangerous. Socially wiped, so I lurk. I love you. Cute. Have a good lurk. I'm glad you're here even if you don't feel like talking. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your solo adventure. These frog emotes that all of you are using are so cute. Sent way too many pics of my doodle. Wait, I read that wrong. Sent way too many pics of Doodle, my dash hen. She's a clown lady. That's so cute. Pagu. Wait, whose name is Pagu? The frog? PogChamp frog? Cute, cute. That's very Twitch coded, but I love it. He's my pal's little OC. Cute. I feel like the sprout on the head is like a popular and very adorable theme I see online for people's OCs. I really like them. Like the insinuation is very fun. Just little sprout dudes on the internet. An important thing I think when drawing barbed wire is to add these little kinks in the lines to make it look like metal, because it's not always smooth and it kind of has these little parts in them. Where did I get that fountain pen? Oh my gosh. Okay, so in our little online community, we've all been influenced by Mystic Misfit, aka Sai, to get these pens because they look so fun. It's called a Lamy Safari. You can see the brand here. They sell them at Opus, but you can also get them on Amazon. They come in all different colors. You can get a refillable cartridge like this with the red bit at the end and fill it with any kind of ink you want. I use another one of Sai's recommendations, this ink from the Octopus brand. It's called Elephant Black. You're buying one right now? Thanks. No problem. They're really nice. There's different nib sizes that you can choose from based on what kind of line work you like to do or whatever calligraphy you're doing. I use the fine nib. We're gonna have the whole rainbow. That is so fun. I hope so. Cause you have the blue one and Sai has the yellow one. Does anyone have purple and red? Jupiter has the green one. I remember that too, I think. Like the lime green. Another thing I want to do with my streams, I think I read that after like a month your VODs just like disappear into the void forever. So I was thinking of just saving them on a YouTube channel and collecting them over time, because I think it'd be fun to look back in the future if I keep doing this at my first streams and like seeing what I was doing, but also like to reach people on YouTube and whatever else. Uploading to YouTube is a good idea. You're scooping a black one. That is controversial. I support you and your interesting choice. I'm just kidding. I really wanted the Sakura one. It's like a light pink and then this part is red, the metal. You live dangerously. I can see that. I guess it's like kind of goth, which is cool. Personally, when I see a bunch of fun colors, I have a really hard time choosing something simple. You want rose, but it is not in the budget. I understand. Black is sleek, that's true. Yeah, it was kind of hard to justify buying it. Do I already have a YouTube channel? Sort of. I've posted some like really terrible animations from first year, and then I think privated them promptly after. But I might like reactivate it and like revamp it and post my VODs. Dork. Hey. I got you, 1 second. This is for calling me a dork. So the bop, I bopped you. Yeah, I had a hard time justifying buying one at first too, but then I thought of how many pens I buy and like how much plastic waste that is, and also how much it costs to get fine liners all the time, and I like figured it's actually more cost effective and better for the planet to get a refillable pen that I'll use forever, if that makes sense. So I don't know, it depends on like your art practice and what you do right now. I hoard art supplies and draw stick figures. I don't blame you. Art supplies are objectively like one of the most fun things to collect. First of all, like all the possibilities of stuff you can do with them, and then also they're so aesthetically pleasing and cute and exciting. Give me all the pretty pencils. Exactly. You live too close to DeSera's. I live too close to a computer with access to online stores. Can I show you guys my favorite box? You've been bookbinding. That's so cool. Oh wait, actually before I show you the box, let me show you a book I binded recently. It's like a journal. I really love bookbinding. It's so fun. And I'm not going to show you all the things in detail because I've been using this as my journal, but I put a bunch of different kinds of paper in there. Yeah. Very fun. Thank you. I have an eBay addiction. eBay honestly kind of intimidates me because of like the bidding thing and like not knowing who is sending you a package. So I don't think I've used it before. But Amazon, I have a hard time with that. So cool, Farrell. Thank you. Oh yeah, the box. Hold. Okay. Guys, look at this. Isn't that the best thing you've ever seen? It's my favorite box. I'm a rowdy little gremlin sometimes and love to fight in the bidding wars. A feral little gremlin, you might say. I support you. I wish I had that courage. I'll send you the site on Discord. Maybe they ship in your area. Oh, about the art store. Cool. Alcohol markers though. Like as in you like them or as in you have a problem with them? No, I love them. Okay, good. Yeah, they're probably like the most delicious looking markers of all time. Not very good at using them yet. I feel like they're quite hard to get the hang of. I definitely used to be a lot better at using them than I am now, but I still love looking at them and using them just for fun, just to like putt around in my sketchbook. I actually used them recently. Let me show you. My sketchbook is gigantic. I don't know if I can fit it on screen. Let's see. Okay, I did these recently with the markers I showed you. My sketchbook is so big. Sorry about the framing. Why is my art so good? Thank you. Years and years of practice and sweat and tears. It's so good because practice. That's literally all it takes though. Like, I draw for at least an hour every single day. I don't know if that was a rhetorical question or not, but there's your answer. You just love my stuff. Thank you. Oh my god, that made me feel like that scene in Howl's Moving Castle where Sophie tells Calcifer that she likes his spark. Same feeling. Cute. Yeah. Bunch of cool guys here. Oh, I think my camera's bugging again. Is that better? Yeah, okay. I agree, like, this community is so talented and cute and wholesome and fun to be a part of. I feel the same way. Hi, Kesla. The day goes well. Thank you for lurking. I hope you're having an epic time. We're just doing the 6th page of my Watership Down project, where the main character Hazel is dancing with the Black Rabbit of Death. And I'm chipping away at this barbed wire border. Thank you for supporting my stream. Gonna be lurky while I make some dinner. Okay. I hope you have a good time. And let us know what you made for dinner after you're done. I'm gonna be on for maybe an hour and 10 minutes more. Because I have a dinner to go to tonight after this. It's my mom's birthday, and we're gonna eat a bunch of cheese. Have any of you had raclette before? A what? Raclette. Wait, I'll type it. It's a French dish. Wait, no, it's not French. It's Swiss, which is decently close to France. Your partner has? Yeah. Well, I'm eating that tonight, and I'm really excited because it's so good, and I love cheese so much. But to explain it, basically there's like there's multiple ways to have this, but raclette is the name of the cheese. And the way we do it at my parents' house is they put this tiny little oven. That's that Scoops melt cheese. Yeah. They put a little oven in the middle of the table, and there's like tiny little trays, and you each get your own tray, and on the tray you put a slice of this specific kind of cheese, and you let it melt in this tiny oven, and then you pour it over potatoes and ham and different veggies, and it is so good, so good. And mostly it's like a winter dish because it's really greasy and heavy. So I think my family's just excited to eat it because it's cold outside now, even though it's not quite winter yet. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? I think there's a restaurant around somewhere near us that has that as a dish. I couldn't tell you the name though, if you ever wanted to try. Okay, so in all the other pieces I made for this series, I included a quote from the book in a little text bubble. And in this one, the quote is when the rabbit that can walk in the spirit realm, French Table has it. Nice. You should try it. I highly recommend. When the rabbit that can walk through the spirit realm finds out that this rabbit might still be alive, he goes looking for him and he finds him stuck in like this drainage pipe, dripping blood from his wound. So he screams, "The bloody hole! The bloody hole!" And that's what I'm writing here. Tell me if you like it, if you try it. Although, if you like cheese, how could you not like it? I think I'm gonna use a paintbrush to paint the black on because I want it to be solid black. Unlike the black rabbit, which has like kind of texture. I will send a full report, and I love cheese. Unhealthy amounts of cheese love. I'm glad we are among friends here. The Cheese Lovers Club. Cheese Lovers Pack? Are you feral about cheese, mayhaps? Sorry for the silence. I am really focusing on filling in this text bubble really precisely. But I was just thinking about how I'm trying to do a raid after this stream for the first time. And how I really want to reach Twitch affiliate and different ways to get myself to 50 followers, so I can do that and we can all use my little emotes. That would be fun. Who am I gonna raid? I'm not sure. That's what I was thinking about. I guess I'll just see who's online and looks interesting or is doing something similar to me. Be a fellow Twitch artist. We still have like an hour to figure that out though, so no stress. There we go. It's like a weird piece of dried ink on there. I think you saw the top of my head. I'm trying to figure out if I should add some foliage around the borders to like add more visual interest, because my other pieces for this series have been really busy. So I might add some free-handed plants like around here. Mostly I've been adding clovers, and I've been really enjoying drawing clovers, but I feel like a lot of the rabbit's lore revolves around luck and being a trickster. White leaves as silhouette. Yeah, I guess to explain kind of the themes I've been using for this piece, the rabbits are the only white elements in all the pieces because they kind of represent purity in a sense, and like, I don't know, yeah, and I guess they see the world as a really scary place full of full of enemies and animals that want to eat them, and they're really fragile, so the whole world is red because it's full of danger. Whenever they get hurt, the danger like attains them, so the red on white is like striking visually. And I also wanted to leave white the parts of the drawing that are like indicative of someone's intent. For example, the bird in this piece has white eyes, but he's still red because he's scary to them. I don't know if that made sense. So I want the background to be mostly black line art. Got it. Yeah, it tracks. You have a visual language you're keeping to. Makes sense. Thanks for explaining. Yeah, I like explaining my art process. And also, like, I feel like I'm totally down to get your thoughts or like advice or critiques or anything you think I should change. But I just wanted you to know kind of what I've been trying to stick to in terms of the metaphors going on. don't want the plants to take up too much space. Like, I want the barbed wire to still like stick out from the foliage a lot. So I'm just gonna do like a very short border around the edge. Gotta bounce, it's lucky taco time. I am so excited for you. Tacos sound so amazing right about now. I hope you have a great time. Thanks for catching the stream. I'm really happy you came and hung out for a bit. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come next time. I'm also curious, I feel like Gabriel left but like, what does lucky taco time mean? Is it just because tacos are epic? Or does it mean something more? I've been really enjoying doing these like plant tangles a lot recently. I feel like it's been interesting to add like sort of maze-like motifs within the plants. I think the symbology of a maze is really interesting to me because it kind of represents like it's both like a tactic of meditation to walk through a maze, but it also kind of represents your path in life and how nothing is straightforward and you're always uncovering where to go next, and what lies ahead isn't always clear. I feel like using plants to draw mazes around my art kind of represents that aspect of like discovery and uncertainty and kind of the hero's journey, I suppose. feel like I focus so much when I do these little designs that it's hard for me to think of little anecdotes to talk about. I think this is adding the right like vignette effect that I was looking for. And then when I add the white ink, I'm gonna add little stars around like I did with the other pieces, and I think that'll pull it all together. More about the maze stuff. I guess adding like little flowers through the tangles of oh, I guess I'm drawing right behind my text bubble right now, so you can't see what I'm doing. Oh well. Adding little flowers to the tangles of stems and leaves makes it feel like the little happy times that we have on the big maze of life. It's funny with drawing because you don't necessarily start drawing something because you know that you want it to represent this specific thing, but then over time as you draw it more and more, it like starts to have all this meaning attach itself to it, or at least that's my process. I feel like you can't really see all these details that well from the camera. Really excited to give you guys a close-up look. You're back with food. Hello. What did you make? Welcome back. When I'm done adding all these little plants around the edges, I'm gonna do the white lettering and then the little white stars. Usually I just kind of make them dot-like, but I'm wondering if I should do stars for the black rabbit because he's kind of like an ethereal, godlike figure. You were too lazy to cook real food, so you made a girl dinner plate of cucumbers, carrots, bell peppers, hummus, and cheese and prosciutto. Dude, that sounds better than a real food dinner. I love prosciutto so much. Oh my gosh. The puppy cat emoji at that. Me and my little snack plate. I'm so happy for you and your snack plate, honestly. You heard what I'm having for dinner and that sounds so good too though. Oh my god. Yeah. If you ever have the chance to try raclette, you need to try it. It's like the most self-indulgent meal of all time. Might add some little red details to these plants, like darker red to make them stand out a bit. You had least best here buffalo tenders with mashed potatoes and scoop of custard from Culver's. I don't know what custard from Culver's is, but the rest of that sounds really, really tasty. We all have such good dinners tonight. Mashed taters, yum 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 yum. Truly like tacos, prosciutto, buffalo tenders, mashed potatoes, and raclette. This is a good food day. I think that added a lot, the extra red. I was just thinking about other feral things I've done recently, and I remembered yesterday my partner was like, I made them tea to help them wake up, and they got up and started putting their shoes on to go for a smoke, but they put their mug on the ground. And I didn't look at where I was going, but I just kicked the mug like against the door by accident, and the tea went everywhere. That was a good feral time. Did the mug survive? Did the mug survive? It did actually. I don't know how. It did hit the door pretty hard, but it was totally fine. I'm glad too, because it was a really special handmade mug. There's tea all over the floor though. I feel like claiming the word feral is like kind of just me trying to not admit that I'm clumsy. It's partly that, mayhaps. I'm too wild and too feral for gracefulness. Exactly. Like, I belong in the woods. You put me indoors, I'm gonna break stuff. That's just how it goes. Exactly. We're supposed to be in the woods, not sending emails. Exactly. We're not a wolf pack for nothing. Sending emails is really like the most torturous activity. it's time for the white ink. Again, I'm using this dip pen like last time, and this white Winsor & Newton ink, the polar bear. Now I need to shake it first because the ink separates a bit. I know, the packaging is so good. It looks so like old-timey and cute. I like being really messy with the writing because I like the aesthetic of it. Oh my goodness, I spilled white ink on the black rabbit. That won't do. I can't believe it said I'm only 8% feral today. I really don't believe it. Okay. We're gonna splash some little drops of white. I don't know, I just kind of tap it until it does a little glob. You can also do this. It's kind of a balancing act. You don't want too much or too little on there. Another drop here. Calculated chaos is what I'm going for. And then we add little sparkles around. I like to think that these are like dewdrops a little bit, so they accumulate around the plants more and dissipate everywhere else. Sparkles! Rah! Wait, we need to do... Oh my god, I just typed a whole thing and it didn't go in the chat. That's great. Yeah! Sparkles! Awoo! Me when sparkles. Oh my god, that's such a good emoji. Emote. I feel the exact same way. I like need to add them to everything I draw, truly. Kind of want to add white in the eye a little bit. Real. Like, I'm just a guy who loves the magic and mysticism of the stars and space. That's exactly how I feel. Like, the universe is so pretty. If I can make my art resemble that in any small way, it's a big W. Wait, I guess it does because it exists in the universe, therefore it looks like the universe. Right? Big thoughts. Mind blown. I'm glad you understood that. Okay. I'm too impatient to wait for the white ink to dry. What if I dab it a little bit with this paper towel here? Oh yeah, I put some white on the black rabbit by accident. You can't really see it, but it's right here. Just gonna go over it with black again, just to make sure it doesn't shine through. Here we go. Should we take off the tape? I want to take off the tape. You can't see the bottom one. Hold on. Tape hype. Tape hype. Oh my god, it's so nice. This is the best part of painting, in my opinion. I'll move it back so you can see the top. How is that for ASMR? Okay, little tour. Thanks, B. Should I add anything, or are we done? What do you guys think? Slade. Thank you. Compare it to the ones before. I think it suits the vibe perfectly. That means we have 4 more of these to do until the project is almost done. I also need to do a cover. I'm debating whether or not to do the cover digitally, but I don't know if that would break the immersion if the inside is all watercolor. The caption stopped working. Oh, is this better? How long has that been off for? Okay, you did hear what I said, right? You heard, but you forgot what I said. Okay. I was just saying, yeah, I have 4 more of these left to do for the chapter headings. Wait, no, the chapter illustrations. And then after these are done, I need to do some borders for the text and some chapter headings and a book cover. And I'm wondering whether to do all of that digitally, or if that would kind of break the immersion since the chapter illustrations are watercolor and ink. Not that I'm expecting you to have an answer to that, but if you have input, I would love to hear it. Yeah. I think my favorite part of this piece is how the bullet wound came out. Sorry if that's really gory. It's Halloween, that's my excuse. I'm assuming you meant you're not an artist, so you're not sure, but you would keep it all one style. Okay. Thank you for your input. I think you're right. It would look more cohesive for sure. Slayed literally. Unfortunately, yes. Colors can differ from different medias, you're right. I think what I would do if I did digital would be I would scan this and then like color pick from the pictures, if that makes sense. Like when you use the drop tool. Okay. I feel like because I'm done and I have a dinner to get ready for, it's a little bit before 7, but would you guys be okay if we wrap up stream right now? It would be cool to do everything on paper, but also depends on your time and when it's due. It's due in 1 month. Woo! I love school. I feel like I could manage it if I do some crunch time. Go get your cheese. I will get my cheese. Very excited for my cheese. Go eat, go eat. Okay, let's figure out how to raid a channel together. Oh, I have a raid message. If you guys want to copy that. Okay, I'm gonna look for a channel to raid. I'm happy you get cats too. Okay, I didn't really, okay, I'm not prepared for this. Let's see. Do you guys like VTubers or camera people more? Oh, I'm glad you like the raid message. Yippee. There are so many cuties in here. Little stinkies. Both are cool. Okay, okay. I feel like no one that I watch is online, so I'm having a hard time choosing. If you guys have any recommendations, feel free to let me know. Raid a small person to help get in the search more. Okay, that's a good idea. Ramstein Music Week art drawing, 9 viewers. How does that sound? Do you say Ramstein or Ramstein? Okay, let's do this person. Wait, it says they're offline. I'm so confused. Maybe we will end at 7. I don't know how long it'll take me to figure this out. Okay, someone working on a new VTuber. Let's see. Okay, so you said /raid and then paste the person's name. Oh, Jellywire. Are they live? We learn it. Okay, let's do that. Yay, we found someone. Do I have to use the @ symbol in front of their name? I'm such a noob. Hee. No? Okay, is it just gonna end the stream as soon as I do it? Sneaky little feral before we end. The cooldown really bugs me, I'm sorry. You might have to send that again. Gives you a bit of time. Okay, I'll just send it. Yay! Aw, thanks for following me. Let's go. Okay, we doing it. Bye, guys. Forced raid. Bye.